Hello, and welcome to another weekly workout update, number 3. And for starters, I did get my hair cut. Some of my clients said that they've never seen me with my hair down, and I guess it kind of freaked them out, so I went with a little bit more of a familiar hairdo. Um, and to kick things off, an update over my ecdy supplementation. I can report that I am experiencing what can only be described as promising results. And to explain that, I will say that I did achieve a 330 one rep max on my deadlift. But what came before that was a warm up on my squat, where I was able to achieve 15 reps at 225. 225 is normally a 10 to 12 rep territory for me. And even at the 12 reps, it's usually just if I'm feeling really, really good that day and I just decide to like force it out of me. Um, but I definitely had 15 pretty clean reps. And then I bumped it up to 275 and did that for 5. And then did another set of 225 for 10. I wanted to save as much strength as I had for the following sets of deadlifts, which went very, very well. Now, in my last video, I reported that I was able to add 10 pounds onto my dumbbell inclined bench. I went from doing 50s for 12 to doing 55s for 12. And I can report that this Saturday, before the video, or this video rather, I was able to continue that. I was able to rep 55s for 12s, and on my last set, I was able to achieve 13 reps. I went down for a 14th rep, and it wasn't there, and I wasn't going to force it out. So, a little bit of progress in that exercise as well. I can also report that I did some rep PRs on my flat bench, doing 165 for 10 and 175 for a very clean 5. I could have possibly tried for a 6th or 7th rep maybe, but I didn't want to stress um, my shoulder and my neck any more than I already had, and I wanted to focus on volume for my chest and shoulders. Um, all in all, a very, very promising workout. Um, this Saturday, I also really blasted my legs with a very, very insane leg circuit exercise, and then some back circuits as well. Um, just drenched in sweat, and it's I can't remember a time that I've really pushed myself that hard, uh, and been able to move that much weight. Um, so I am definitely considering doing a full review on ecdysterone and ecdysteroids in general. Um, I've been diving into a lot of research, and I do know that some people will say that a lot of these gains and results that people are seeing are a result of a placebo effect. But this isn't my first time attempting to do anything with herbal supplementation. I've messed around with some sterile complexes, and I've messed around with like animal um, supplements like M-Stack, Animal Pack, animal test. I mean, I tried a lot of things back when I first started out lifting almost 4 years ago, um, and uh, it's uh, it's definitely something different. I never noticed anything when I've taken those compounds, and those compounds, um, they definitely hype them up a lot more than I think Ecti is being hyped up. I think Ecti is being, or if people were talking about terkesterone, are being very transparent that um, it may work and it may not. I could just happen to be a responder to Ecti and seeing really, really good gains. I'm also in a bulk, so that could have something to do with it. Um, I mean, I could just be getting stronger from my program that I've been working on for a while, but it would just be very, very convenient that I was stuck at these numbers for weeks and weeks throughout my bulk. And then as soon as I take um, Ecti, that all of my lifts just start to improve. So I will continue my experiment. I'm on day 14 now, day 14 or 15, and I I still have some of my first bottle left and some of a whole other bottle. It was going to be a 45-day cycle, so I still have plenty of time to see gains. I will say that as far as my bulk is concerned, I started out my bulk, or I started taking body composition tests on my Galaxy watch. My first body composition test was, I believe, a few weeks ago, back in December, maybe before the holidays, and I was 166. I weighed in this Saturday before my workout at 160 flat. And if the body composition test is to be believed, pretty much all of my weight loss was from fat and water. Um, there was maybe 0.2% or 0.2 pounds rather of skeletal muscle loss um, out of all the readings. Now I'll do a separate video for my bulk review over how successful my bulk was, where I started out at, and how it ended before I start my cut, and see exactly how much muscle I gained, if I lost any muscle, or um, if it was successful, because mainly this was about gaining strength, not so much muscle. Uh, Bulking was just a good way of recovering my body from the previous year, and really focusing on getting some strength gains and getting some PR, so that way I can be able to move more weight as I go into my cut, and focus a little bit more on like bodybuilding type exercises, building up certain areas to look more aesthetic. Um, the the big thing that I will say is that another, um, I guess, result that people are um, giving to their ecti supplementation is fat loss. Um, Now, I haven't really changed much of my diet, and I haven't been doing any more cardio than I usually do. And my sleep has been a little bit off, so that could have something to do with it. Um, but 6 pounds in a few weeks is pretty substantial, I think. Let's see if I can continue to maintain 160 or if it fluctuates back up to around 165. It could just be some water um, weight that I've lost as well as maybe some fat. But time will tell about how far um, this goes. I plan on maxing out my squat tomorrow, and I've been stuck at around 315 as my PR for a long while. I had mentioned that 315 was my best PR that I had reached back before I had injured my shoulder and neck, and I have since achieved that mark again. Now I would like to um, possibly shoot for 320, 325, maybe 330. We will have to see how I feel when I get into the gym. After warm ups, I will just be going right into my squat, and hopefully, I feel really, really good. Now, my legs do feel a little sore from Saturday because of a very, very intense leg circuit, but hopefully, I can recover from that by tomorrow afternoon and be able to go full force into my squat. Now, the last time I did 315, 3 weeks ago, I I felt really good. It felt very, very easy. It was very controlled and very smooth. So I imagine if um, it is to be believed that I have gotten stronger, or that Ekti has made any improvements whatsoever, um, that I should see a slight increase in my squat PER. So uh, stay updated for that. More videos on the way. I am still coming up with more and more ideas, hopefully trying to branch out into Instagram and TikTok. Um, More information about that in another video. Thank you for watching to this point, and I will see you next time.